Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another fun video on some of the Christmas tree designs that I've come up with for this year. And this one is another take on a very beautiful and low-key, low-stimulation Christmas tree, but still has that glamour effect. And so I'm really excited to share this Christmas tree with you today. I will be giving you all kinds of ideas and tips on how to create such a tree, and I also include all the products that I show in the video in the notes below, so you can consider me your personal shopping assistant. It's going to be a lot of fun today, guys, so let's get started. I like to call this Christmas tree Frosted Emeralds. And in comparison to my really popular Emerald Evergreen, the big difference is the base of the Christmas tree. And this is going to give you a very high contrast, very beautiful white Christmas tree snowy base. And so this is going to give you a different vibe completely versus the all green Christmas tree you've seen me do previously. I like the look of this Christmas tree because a white Christmas tree can fit the aesthetic of a lot of homes, especially if you have white paint on the wall or maybe lighter decor. But the pop of the green emeralds throughout the Christmas tree really give an elegant gem feeling to the tree. Because the color green is still such a soothing color, it is something that's very calming in the same way. I like these grounding colors on Christmas trees. They're a really beautiful option, especially when we keep up our decorations for a long period of time. You don't tend to become as overwhelmed as quickly with all the colors and decorations that you have chosen when you go with a little bit more of a grounding color. Now to start with, how would you create this look? We're going to go in again with a beautiful flocked Christmas tree. So you can either do something that's a little bit of a natural flocked look. I have a couple of different options there. Or a white Christmas tree, and that's going to give you an even higher contrast, high design kind of vibe. So it really depends on what you're looking for. If you go for the frosted look, the flocked Christmas tree is going to give you a little bit more of a calm effect, but they're both going to be very beautiful options. And you can decide which Christmas tree base is better for your home, a little bit based on how your decor in your home style is. Now for the ribbon on this Christmas tree, I would like to use really nice textured ribbon. The green velvet is a nice texture and an elegant material to bring into the Christmas tree. There's some with ribbon that has a gold accent on it, which is really nice and a really interesting touch to put all that variation into the tree. I love this green satin ribbon, again bringing in another elegant texture into the tree. And you'll notice that a lot of the ribbons that I use are all that 2.5 or greater in size. So make sure you're keeping your ribbon nice and thick. That's a really good way to keep the Christmas tree looking elegant. I also included a 3 and 4 inch satin non-wired ribbon. And I think this is a nice option for creating those bows that you can add to the end of the branches. It's a very interesting look. It's something a little bit new that I've been trying. And these really nice thick ribbons, these 4-inch ribbons, are awesome options because they're going to give you a really expensive look to the Christmas tree. 4-inch ribbon is nice and thick, it looks very high-end, and it looks like it was definitely something that was of value that you added to your Christmas tree. For picks on this Christmas tree, you can add a couple of nice velvety flowers, whether you're going to go in with a poinsettia or if you're going to go in with a magnolia type of flower, again in that velvet material. I have some green velvet balls that are going to be on these clusters that can look really cool dispersed throughout the Christmas tree. You can get some ornament clusters, or you can even make your own ornament clusters. It depends on what you have in materials. That's something you can easily do. But these ornament clusters are a nice little touch. I really like this soft pine pick as well, but you don't want to overdo this. This would just be for some gentle textures throughout the Christmas tree, just little peaks here and there, or an accent next to the tree as it could be an option as well. In a vase, I wouldn't necessarily cover your white Christmas tree with these because you're not trying to replace the evergreen. You're just trying to add a little bit of visual interest. And the white glittered picks, I think, would be really nice to create a beautiful tree topper on this tree. And so you can use it throughout the tree, of course, to create texture again. However, on top of the tree, this would be a really elegant way to add a nice large tree topper, and you can really control the size when you use picks. So sometimes, I'll talk about in the end some of the different toppers you can add, but it can be difficult to control the size to your tree. It can sometimes be too big or too small, and so when you use picks, you can add more or less and really play with the design quite easily. For ornaments on this Christmas tree, I really like the Vickerman company lately. I think they have a lot of beautiful quality things that have been coming out. I'm not sponsored by any of these people that I recommend. I just like to show you products that I find that I think that would be good to use. And so none of these are sponsored products. I just think that the quality looks very nice, looks good, and the 4 and 7-inch finials are really beautiful, and they have several different ornaments that I've suggested here that I think would be really nice to add to your tree, including these large 4-inch Christmas ornaments in both a matte and textured appearance. And when it comes to ornaments, I'm also quite partial to the velvet ornaments lately. I think that they are so nice. The green velvet can be in different textures as well as shades. And it might be interesting to add in a dark green accent as well, just to add a little bit of depth to the tree, especially if you're going to be doing ornament clusters. It is definitely nice to have some variation in the color of green that you're using. I also think that adding some of the shiny type of ornaments is a really nice option, especially because it reminds you a little bit more of that shiny emerald stone that can really pop in the Christmas tree. This nice big 6-inch one is certainly a showstopper as well. When you use these large oversized ornaments in a Christmas tree, I think that you can really create a nice looking Christmas tree without needing to add a lot extra. You wouldn't need to add a lot of picks and ribbon when you use a lot more of the large ornaments, because that in itself is going to be a statement piece. And like I said previously about the toppers, is that the toppers, you can go with something like a starburst type topper on there and like a little bit of a white silvery look, and that's going to depend a little bit on the size of your Christmas tree, so make sure you kind of keep that in mind. You don't want to get something that's too small for your tree, otherwise it'll be a little bit underwhelming. I've actually used these Moravian stars on my Christmas tree before. You've seen it in the one that I've done in my living room, where I've put one on top and then kind of one down the side as well. You can even hang them around your Christmas tree as well. This is a nice, interesting way to top off a Christmas tree. And the other thing I found, which I thought was really quite stunning, was a large green velvet bow. But you want to keep in mind that if you use something like that, that's kind of your centerpiece. And so, you don't necessarily want to do all the large points, or the Christmas tree can become overwhelming again. You want to kind of pick a focal point, whether you want to do a large, big textured bow on top, or if you want to do the large big ornaments. You don't necessarily want to do large ornaments, cover the whole thing in ribbon, cover the whole thing then in picks, cover the whole thing then with that big bow, where you might lose a little bit of the design element that you're going for. So pick a couple elements that you're really drawn to and then just emphasize those, and that's going to be a nice way to keep this Christmas tree a little bit on the simple side, but still definitely very elegant. For the skirts, I would probably go with a nice white faux fur skirt that's going to pull that Christmas tree to the floor and match the color of the tree itself and not necessarily become a big design element. Or if you would like to go with an emerald green faux fur, that would match nicely to the large green velvet bow on top, or something as simple as a tree collar, are all nice ways to finish off this Christmas tree and keeping it looking very elegant and very cohesive. I hope you guys are enjoying these Christmas tree ideas. I can't wait to hear from you what type of Christmas tree you're going to be styling in your home this year. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye for now.